Stuck in my fucking head. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Camping with Keith Live Edition. I'm not camping. Camping out in my apartment. Oh, shit. Don't know what to do with myself. I haven't went camping, shit, almost a week and a half. Still want to check out this new area, see if I can use it as a place I can camp out overnight, or if it's just kind of like maybe even just do a day trip. Some of these places where I can't spend the night, just hang out for the day. Just been terrible weather in our neck of the woods. Definitely not great weather for recreational camping. Yeah, I like that one candy I got. The fruit slices and shit. You get Walmart. And man, they make my fucking lips all sticky. See if we can get some people up in here. 26%. Put your hands in the air. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Put your hands right around. Oh, fuck. I'm going to jail. Oh, shit. Nope, no jail for me. I'm good on that shit. Nothing fun about going to jail. God, it's one of the most terriblest things I had to go through in life. Sitting in fucking jail for a minute. What's up? What's up? Gabriel, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. The Camping with Keith live edition of this apartment because the weather is too bad to go camping. So I'm just hanging out at the crib. Hopefully, the weather changes a little bit for the better here in the next week because I want to get the fuck out. See, my body's aching and shit just because I haven't been going out and doing as much. I don't know. I do a lot of stretching and shit when I'm camping, just bending over or just picking stuff up. It helps strengthen my lower back. But then when I don't use it, I just fucking pay for it. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Everybody's staying safe, staying warm. That's the most important thing now. Stay warm and stay safe because especially if you're homeless or living outdoors, this ain't no weather you want to fuck around with. I went camping the one night. It was over a week ago, and it was 2 or 3 days before we got all the snow. And I still can't feel my pinky fingers on either one of my fucking hands, and it sucks. He always says I probably did nerve damage, something to do with my neck, but I don't know what the fuck I could have did camping to mess up my neck to the point where my pinkies would fucking hurt. I would think if I did something to my neck would hurt first. But I'm no damn doctor. I don't know. I'm a hippy dippy juggalo because hangs out in the woods and gets in trouble. What's up, King Bert? Kingsburg, 1742. Whoop whoop, and welcome to my live edition. Need to start going to live more often. So how's everybody doing tonight or this afternoon? It's almost getting towards evening time. Another thing that sucks is about the sun goes down way too early in the wintertime. I had my regular light on, but man, it was causing the glare on the screen. It just did a the mess or the light was causing too much of a glare, so I switched to using the ones. I don't know about using the flash and red and blue light, but I'll leave it on for a minute. Adds a little ambiance. That'll work. Yeah, people have been asking me about changing the name of my channel. When I first started my channel, I didn't start it to put videos on. I started it just a place to store music, movies, shit like that I got into. Hello, hello, hello. But yeah, I just was using my YouTube channel as a place to store music. I didn't even post no videos prior to about 6, 7, 8 years after I even started using YouTube. And then my old channel, I lost my when I had to get a new phone. I didn't have my Gmail password, and I had no way to transfer any of my data, so I had to start over fresh. And that channel only had maybe 15, 20 subscribers, but looked like a serial killer. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's a nice compliment. Shit, I'm pretty peaceful. I believe in karma and all that kind of shit. I don't even kill bugs. If I'm camping outside, man, I go out of my way just to not step on a bug and shit. So I don't think I could kill somebody unless I had to for self-defense, and then I'd be fucking screwed up in the head for the rest of my life just because I had to kill somebody. Nah, no serial killer in this end. I appreciate the compliment though. I need to make a cigarette. So how's everybody doing tonight? Come on now, chime in. Just can't come to a live and just sit there and say nothing. I know, I like fucking around with people. I said most of the time I go camping. That's where I usually make my videos and my live content. It's just the weather's been so fucked up that I just been hanging out at home. It's like a foot of snow on the ground. It's so hard to walk through the snow, even if there's like 5 or 6 inches, let alone a foot. I got a new location I want to scope out, and I have to go out there and walk around. I just can't show up with all my camping gear and hope I can stay there for the night. I just have to scope that new spot out. Looks like it should be okay, but man, there could be it could be a homeless encampment in there. It looks like there's businesses on both sides of the woods, but they look like it's probably about the same size of the area that I use for camping. So I don't know how big an area or an acre is. Like I lived on 88 acres when I was a kid, but if you ask me how big that is, all I can tell you is that's pretty big. I couldn't compare it to anything. It was fun growing up on 88 acres. Shit, I had like I'd go get on my bike and just ride around all day long and shit. I spent a lot of times outside when I was a kid growing up. Anytime there was a fire, I'd get all excited and I would get all excited, sit by the fire and make s'mores and shit like that. See, that's one thing I haven't did the whole time I've been camping is make s'mores. But this summer I'm gonna start making them. Yeah, I appreciate you subscribing to my channel, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a camping channel, but I'm a juggalo. I started off, my channel is Juggalo4life247, but it's like if I go to camping, I could go camping with Keith, aka Juggalo for Life, but I have felt like a sellout if I changed my name. And it's just like, do I really want to go mainstream and have a shit ton of views and a bunch of assholes and trolls and shit fucking with me every chance they get? It's like, nah, not really. But if a bunch of people want to watch my content, then I can make it a little more exciting. I mean, there's always a video that's just gonna be your common like just chill video. You're not gonna be like doing a bunch of crazy shit. But then there's other times just stuff, pops off. But yeah. Next time you guys will see me, hopefully I'll be outside. Won't be stuck inside. And middle of the week, man. Don't smoke. It's a horrible habit. Only thing I do is smoke cigarettes and I smoke weed, and that is it. And I got my medical marijuana card, so I can smoke as much pot as I want. As I want. Or I smoke weed and take pills and shit. Yeah, I'm just normal down to earth kind of dude. I get out, go camping. That's about my most exciting thing that I get out and do. I play I love my video games. When I'm at home, that's usually what I do is play video games or watch movies, listen to music, that kind of shit. My neighbors are cool. My ones upstairs are a little loud. I'm not, but they're good people. That's all I'll say. Is they're good. I'd rather have good people above me that are loud sometimes than shitty people that are loud 24 hours a day. My last neighbors are the reason why I started a camping channel. They were raging alcoholics, and I had to take myself away from the picture for a little while. And so I went out camping the one night, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I don't even know if I made a video the very first night that I went. I think it was just kind of like experimentation. Showed up with a comforter or something to cover up with because I didn't want to invest in like camping gear because I didn't know how far I was going to go with what I'm doing. So I didn't get a sleeping bag. I just got a nice little comforter for I think it was like a twin or something. It was enough for me to lay on it and then cover myself up with the other half of it, and I did all right. But the very first time I went, I just had a chair, a blanket, in my backpack, a couple like I think I had lunch meat sandwiches. Didn't even start cooking supper when I go camping until probably like the first month, like a month later. I got sick and tired eating deli sandwiches every time I went out there for supper. I think the first thing I cooked out there was steak and eggs, and I was just hooked. And then the one spot I was using to camp at, it was close to a pizza joint. So sometimes I would leave and go across the way and get a pizza and come back. That was nice to be able to do that. But now that I found out that there was homeless encampments back in there the whole time I was doing all this crazy shit and leaving my stuff, people would had to know that I was there because I was breaking up firewood and cutting up firewood during the day and making a lot of noise doing that. And noise travels pretty far, so I guarantee some people knew I was back there. But I never had nobody come to my campsite in the middle of the night. And that was one thing that was I always feared is some weirdo coming up to my campsite in the middle of the night, wanting to fucking hang out and shit. I only had one person. Actually, it was two people come up to me. The one day I was getting ready to leave, I was packed up all my shit at my campsite, just tore everything down. I was just sitting there letting the fire die out, and I was gonna grab my stuff and leave. This hippy dippy dude kind of walked up to me and asked if it was cool if he come up to my campsite. And I said, yeah, I don't know in the fucking woods. I just come out here and hang out. He's all asking if I need any Narcan and all this other weird shit. It's like, nope, this ain't that type of place to hang it. You won't find those kind of people back here. I've been coming back here and I can't find nobody that I would think would get into that kind of shit. I just pray they don't run into kids where I'm camping. So all I need them to do is run home and tell mommy and daddy there's a creepy guy in the woods. All I do is I have to talk to the parents and shit, though. I don't think I'd really ever have too much of a problem unless the landowners of that place would make it private property and well known that if you were on that property, that trespassers would be prosecuted. Put up cameras and shit. It wouldn't be hard to make that place private to the point where you wouldn't be able to go back there. But there's not a lot of trash. There's not a lot of drama. It's just like I said, I go back there. It's really, really quiet at night. I can just close my eyes and focus on all the things in life I need to improve and try to clean my head of all the nonsense that you know clogs up the mind from you achieving your goals in life. Sometimes you get sidetracked with other shit just because somebody else's life is going to shit, and then you start worrying about their life instead of yours, and the next thing you know is your life's going to shit. So I worry about a lot of people in my life, but I can only worry so much. Because it's like I think half the time, most of the people in my life that I love and care about, I love and care about them a hell of a lot more than they love and care about me. And that's my, I feel like it's been my, I'm trying to think of it was not baggage, but my burden that I've had to carry my whole life. That I had to feel what it's like to love people more than they love me. I don't know what I did in a previous life to have to feel that way, but it is what it is. It's like 90% shit. Like 100% of the time I've went camping this past season, the season before I've went all by myself. Sometime I'll probably get some chick in my life or some girl, or take a girl out there, or go somewhere else. It'd be some, I don't know. You don't want to go too far back into places that you don't aren't familiar with because you run into some trouble if you, especially if you like get injured. I've had two major injuries camping out there. The one was a really deep cut that needed stitches, and then the other one was when I fell forward or something and I busted up a. It was a busted my face on a log or some shit. It just smashed my glasses into my face and it just cut me on my nose up all bad. Messed my nose up. That fucking hurt, man. I was like, as soon as I sat up, I'm like, oh, that ain't good. That's not good at all. See, I've had two injuries out there camping, so I try to keep super glue on me. It's a good thing to keep on you, especially if you're out in the outdoors and don't want to pack shit up if you get cut, because it was either seal the cut with super glue and get the bleeding to stop, or turn around, leave, and go to the hospital or stack here and get stitches. I don't go to the hospital unless I'm dying or would need surgery or some crazy shit. Yeah, I can't stand going to the hospital, especially if you go in the waiting room at the ER or something. Last time I went there, it was Christmas time, not this year, but the year before. I remember it was Christmas. And Christmas Eve, I was stopped by my mom's house for a second, and I was telling her, "Man, my body aches. Man, I feel like I've just been beat up." She's like, "Oh, here, I'll give you your Christmas stuff today, just in case you don't feel well enough to go to dinner tomorrow." I'm like, "I don't think I'll have that kind of a problem. I don't feel sick." Dude, the next morning I woke up, I was so fucking. I was sick with every symptom. I had ended up having it was COVID, pneumonia, and the stomach flu. On top of every, I couldn't stop throwing up every 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Just Ralph, Ralph could get when the water kept down. Then all of a sudden I started feeling heat, lightheaded, and my heart was racing. Every time I went to stand up, I felt like I was going to pass out. So I had to call 911 at Christmas. And when I went to the hospital, it sucked because I got there with an ambulance, and then he put me out in the regular waiting room. And I sat out there for like 4 or 5 hours. I kept telling him, I was like, "Man, I am sick. Man, I feel like I'm gonna fucking die. Man, you guys got me waiting out in this waiting room. They're like, there's no beds available. I'm sorry, but it's Christmas." And then it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I got to call my stepdad. I just needed a way to get home. They were discharging me, and I didn't know where to go. I didn't have no way to get home. Their buses weren't running, and I sure as hell was too sick to walk the fuck home. So I called up trying to get my mom to come pick me up, and she wouldn't come get me because she was just getting over being sick. So my stepdad came and picked me up, and The whole way home, he's like, "You better not get me fucking sick. I'm gonna be pissed." It's like, nah. He's like, "I don't even know why I come out and picked your ass up. You should be in the hospital." I was like, "Well, I thought they were gonna admit me, but no, they wanted me the fuck out of there. I don't know why." So he's getting ready to leave, and he's like, "You gave me some medicine for my nausea." I said it didn't help. It's like I need to have you guys either give me more of that or something else that'll work. I said, because right now you guys got to do something about the nausea. And they're like, "Well, we'll send you home with some medicine." Well, that's the pharmacy don't open up till the next freaking day. Yeah, that was the last time I got sick and went to the hospital. And I just always tell myself, I'm never coming back to this place unless I'm dying. So it's usually a big emergency, like every 12 years or something. I might end up in the hospital for something. What's up, kitty kitty? You come say hi to everybody. Oh, come say hi to everybody. Oh, this is my old guy. Jeez, my old kitty. 18 years old. He's not doing too good. He's my kid. There's one thing about animals, they'll never stab you in the back, they'll never use you. I don't know, sometimes they might use you to get food. I joke around after I'm like, "You cats only love me because I give you food. You don't love me. You don't love me. You just love me giving you food." Huh. It sucks about him. He's just like having issues now when he goes to drink water. I don't know what the fuck it is. It started like a few weeks ago, maybe a month, but I'm thinking maybe 3 weeks ago. He started every time he goes to the water bowl, he just carries on and just keeps going on, carrying on. But then he'll start drinking water, and then like he's pissing a lot. So Google that. It's got a lot to do with his kidneys. With him being 18, he's got hip problems and he's skin and bones now. And I'm feeding him and feeding him and feeding him. He's just not putting on that weight. So I consider myself lucky having him as my son or my kid, my cat or whatever for 18 years. We was friends. I just hope he makes it a little while longer, but I don't think he'll make it to next Christmas. So I've been spoiling him. I give him the expensivest cat food out there. I give them treats like probably 5, 6, 7 times a day. They know what the word treats mean. It sucks because if I say that, both cats will just instantly want them. You're probably gonna want them now because I said animals are special. I love all animals. I think any animal can become a friend of a human being. It's just how you raise them and how you treat them and stuff. Both my cats are. I have two. My other one's gonna be 3 in July. Both of my cats are highly playful. Now my old one here, he don't play anymore, but my other one, he plays all the time. He's a tank, man. He is big. He probably weighs at least 15 pounds. I mean, he's a big ass cat. You big old kitties. So you always lived a good life, though, haven't you? Yeah. Wiping your snot all over my hand. Keep wiping your snot on my hand. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that. You want to show everybody how much you love me. You give me kitty cat kisses. Yeah, I'm live. Say hi to everybody. You want some treats? You want some treats? Come on. You give your other side your food. Buddy. No more treats for you, fat ass. Yeah, my one cat's probably, I'd say, twice as big as my other one. I took him over to my mom's house. It was a few weeks ago. And my mom was like, "Why is your cat so big?" I was like, "Because he eats all the damn time." I mean, they got the big food bowl for the cat food that's always full. I always feel bad if I see it's empty or almost empty, so I keep the one cat food bowl always full. And my one cat, he gets his treats like twice a day. And then my cat that's 18 years old, I just give him as much treats as he wants because I don't even know if he'll make it till tomorrow. That's how. I mean, he's probably gonna pass away tonight, but I know I gotta prepare myself. I had a scare in midsummer. I thought he wasn't gonna be around much longer. He stopped eating. That's why he lost all his weight and never got it back. What up? What's up, diggity dog? A diggity the shiggity. The shiggity. Man, it needs to warm up. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Every fucking day it's the same shit. It's like we can't even get like a break like in between. Like we'll have 2 nice days. All last winter, the whole entire winter, I was able to make my videos and shit. I was able to go outside, So I didn't have but maybe a 2 or 3 week stretch where it was like in the 20s and shit. But we didn't get down to the teens, and it was actually below zero last night. Like 3 or 4 below zero last night. It's like, man, I couldn't even picture myself camping out in that kind of coldness. I think the coldest I've ever been out there is like, I think you said it was 18 degrees, but I wasn't thinking the wind chill, and it was super, super windy because it was the last time I was out there, and it was probably wind chill wise definitely in the teens to, or not the teens, but single digits to below zero for sure. I gotta get up a second. Oh, fuck. Fucking pig. We can't always steal mother cat's treats every time I get up, man. This shit pisses me off. I gave my cat that tube of that cat food shit you gave me. He liked it. That day I gave it to me, he ate that whole tube. Mother cat didn't want nothing to do with it. I didn't plan on giving him any anyways. I just at the very end let him go to taste it, and he just smells it and just like backed up and just looked at it like, I don't want no part of that shit. But yeah, my cat that ain't doing too good. Ate that tube up like it was shit. It was the shit, like the tastiest thing you ever had. Where'd you get those at? The Family Dollar or you Dollar General or something? Wherever you go and get your pop every day. Buddy, get out of there. Yeah, I was using my fucking. I'm about to get a light for when I do my videos because if I get my or my light on and here it creates like a glare. It's almost hard to see me. Yeah, I gotta go get another tarp and I gotta get string and shit so I can go camping. I really shouldn't have left my tarp out there the last time I was there. But man, I'm fingers I couldn't feel them, and it has so many issues with burns, burn holes and tears and little shit like that. It just happened throughout the whole season, but it sucks not having a tarp at all. So I gotta get me another one of them and some string, and it should be all right. I think I'm gonna move to a hammock next year throughout the summer. I just have to get one that's got a flat bottom hammock because you can get a regular hammock for dirt cheap, 25, $30. But the one I got for that price, it was like made like it was like a taco. And I had my shoulders just jacked up, and I was like, oh man, within like 10, 15 minutes of trying to sleep, my shoulders hurt so bad that I just got out, and that's when I started sleeping in my chair. And then once people stole some of my camping gear that I had stored out there, and I was like, I'm fucking not, I'm done with carrying all that shit. I mean, the cot, the air mattress, the chair, the food, all the other bullshit, man, that's a lot of stuff to carry. And I think I did carry all that shit the very first time I went. Or no, because I only went with the bare essentials. I didn't even bring stuff to cook food. Yeah, hit my cat. He just won't put on weight no more. He's just losing it and losing it. So I'm just like preparing myself. I'm just hoping he goes into sleep. I had a nightmare the other night where he had a seizure and shit. I was like, oh, I freaked out in the dream. Woke up. I'm like, that's a terrible dream to have. Him carrying on at the water bowl like he's been carrying on and pissing a lot. That's got something to do with probably his kidneys. But unfortunately, animals don't live. I think feel like it's long enough. I mean, they say cat years and dog years, but it's like that's all human years to me, buddy. It's like if you're only alive 14 years, you're not alive 80. I understand what it means by that old and cat. You'd be like me at the end of my life would be equal to how many years by compared to something else, but I never really looked at it as like cat years. I just looked at it as they're only alive. I mean, dogs anywhere from 12 to maybe 13 years if you're lucky, and depending on the breed you get a dog, you probably will their life won't be that pretty the whole time. Like pit bulls are cool. I like them, but they don't live real long. My buddy's got two pit bulls. Man, they're so cool with me. I don't think it'd be cool if somebody walked in and they didn't know you, but cats, I go over there and hang out and shit. And them dogs, I come walking in and they just mob me. Yeah, it's just I don't understand why. Like if they're 12 years, that's their bodies beat down to the point like it'd be 70, 80 years for us. So I understand what that logic means, but I just always thought it was kind of dumb to say that shit. I feel bad for kids, man. Oh, it's so hard on kids watching them lose an animal. They're not used to death. Man, I was living at my sister's. My nephew come running. He went to run out the door, and he's like, "God damn it! Why did you do that?" And he's just crying. He comes back in. I killed a cat. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And my sister's like, "What did you do?" And he says, "I went running down the steps, and it ran in underneath my feet, and I stepped on it. It's dead." And he started bawling, and then he's like acting like he was mad at the like it was a cat's fault. So you get all ahead of yourself, and not even thinking about anything in front of you, and just go running. So anything can happen. So yeah, animals. Kids have different coping mechanisms than adults, but it's still going to be rough when I lose mine. Christ, a lot easier to talk about it than actually go through it. My ex is like, you need to bury him at your mom's house. It's like, oh, I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, it'd be the closest place to me, and I guarantee you nobody'd fuck with his grave. And I still would like to go out there camping and have my cat out there buried if that's where he is. And camp by him and shit. And just kind of spend the night. My one orange cat, I had a really good relationship with. It was a orange tabby, real cool. He was crazy, but he was cool. Loved weed. I mean, he would only the only thing he liked was dro, like really good weed. Because I'd hook some people up, and they're like, "Where's your cat at?" I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, I want to see if your cat likes this weed because if you don't like it, I'm probably going to get something different. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go get my cat and I sit him down. And he's like, and they'll blow the smoke out. And my cat will lean into it, sniff it and shit. And then he'd sit back and like, if he liked it, he'd lean back into it again. And it's just like, I'm not forcing nothing. If you, I mean, I feel like weed's kind of like catnip. I mean, to us, I mean, that's our catnip. Catnip's only, it's a member of the mint family. It's not even part of like the weed family. It's actually in its own category. The mint family is actually where all catnip comes from. I found some wild grown catnip when I was staying at the bus one day, and I plucked it all and shit and brought it home. As soon as I walked in the door, them cats were on my ass. But some that catnip will make some cats fucking nuts, dude, and real hard to deal with. My older cat Shadow, he used to be the asshole, and I quit giving them to him because he it ain't like was having fun on it. He was just being a little terror. You try to handle him, he just scratch you up all the hell. Now he's too old to fight back. So even the last time I gave him a bath, when he kept itching and itching, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. That was when I always thought I was gonna lose him because he was losing all his hair and his weight. I gave him a bath, and he couldn't even fight back. It's just that's how old and frail he is. Plus, he's over the years learned to know that I'm not going to do anything to hurt him. Trimming his nails, now that's hard to do. I think it's hard on almost any cat. Some cats will, you got to take them to the vet to get them trimmed because it's impossible to trim them. My younger cat buddy, he doesn't want his nail trimmed at all. Yeah, I gotta think of something. I think I'll make eggs tonight. Fuck, I need something other than I've just been pizza chicken, pizza chicken, pizza chicken, over and over and over and over and over. And every time I do that, I get burnt out on the shit that I'm eating. I was tearing up there for a while for a snack in the evening time, like it's kind of like a meal. It was these little pancakes on a stick. They were blueberry pancakes with the sausage in the middle. It was Bob Evans, I think it is, or something. Jimmy Dean, I think is what it was. Those are really good. I'd get Aunt Jemima's buttery rich syrup, and then I'd sit there and eat two of those at night every night before I'd go to bed. And I was kept eating them. I was all pumped up. I love pancakes on a stick. I just kept getting to the store, getting all excited when I'd see them, and now I just walk by them. It's like I look over them. It's like, yeah. So I get burnt out on shit because I eat or drink the same thing for too long, and then before you know it, I can't find nothing that I want to eat. I'm only eating like one meal a day, and then the rest is like kind of like snack food and shit. I don't have the money to eat a bunch of food and shit. And I mean, I didn't ever have the money to eat a bunch of food, but I was able to eat a lot nicer than what I can now because now it's like over $100 less than what was getting for food benefits. It's like it sucks. So now that's got to start coming out of my pocket, and I'm gonna start going to these food giveaway places and shit like that. But it wasn't my SNAP benefits that were cut. It was my healthy benefits card that I get through my health insurance is what got cut by over $100. I guess they had something to do when COVID hit. They quit making people pay copays for their prescriptions, and what the fuck else were they did? Put copays for prescriptions. They suspended those, and they did something else. Oh, they were giving you more money per month as for your healthy benefits card, but they said that Biden or somebody put in the power of a law that made it so they had to let people get more food or food benefits per month. They said, "Well, it's just for this year, and it might be you might get your benefits back next year." I'm like, "That's a year away, 12 fucking months, man. You're talking about this year later." And now these dumbasses are trying to bill me for my glasses. Now you gotta hear this dumb shit. I went when I called my place where I got my glasses originally, set up an appointment. They told me, "Oh, your insurance is expired," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I was thinking like that was my grace period where I could get a new pair of glasses, and it was like the third or the fourth when I called them. So went there and I recall and they said I didn't have insurance. So I freak out and call my insurance company and they said, you got insurance, it's just through somewhere different. So then we're going to do a three-way call. So my insurance company called back the eye doctor place and had me on the line too. So we did a three-way to get things straightened around. And they said he doesn't have this insurance. He's going through this place now. So they just switched things over. And it was like it's a zero copay, so you don't have to pay nothing when you come in. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And they were like, I thought they said $25 to 150 for frames. And I was like, $25? They go, well, no, up to 150 for frames. I'm like, oh, all right. It's like, well, I'm gonna be paying a little extra for frames. I'm like, if I gotta pay extra for my frames, I'm not getting my transition lenses because it's just gonna be too much money. So then I went ahead and went in, filled out the paperwork when I was there, seen the eye doctor, and he's like, oh, you got $450 towards your frames, and you should probably get a little bit of help with your transitions, so you won't have to spend so much. It's like you got really good eye care going through, and they said Spangler or something started with an S. And I'm like, all right. I'm thinking like, what the fuck? I thought I'd switched from there to another insurance place. I'm thinking like, whatever. I don't know. You guys are the ones that run your business, not me. I don't know anything about how you bill insurance. So I went in to see, got my glasses ordered, got my glasses, came paid what I was supposed to pay, and I get a bill in the mail for 115 bucks is what the bill is for, and it says insurance company will not cover the bill, and it's like, so I call my insurance company, and they're like, they billed the wrong insurance company. I'm like, that's fucked up. I was like, I knew when he says I had 450 for my frames, I thought something was off. I said, but I don't like I don't know how they run their business. I do what they told me to do. And I used the benefits they said that I had. And now you want to send me a bill after it's all said and done. You want me to pay you more money. I was like, and my insurance company told me, said if I was you, I wouldn't pay it because first of all, they made a mistake on their end. They had it a three-way, so there was a third party stepped in to help get this problem situated. It was an insurance company, so it was somebody that was a professional in that field. So everything was taken care of. And so that my doctor made a mistake, I feel like fuck them. I'm not going to pay them. If they want money from me, I'll give them $5 a month. If that ain't good enough, then fuck you, take me to court or whatever, because then I'll just explain to the judge, I'm like, I did everything they told me to do. They made a mistake on their end after a third party was involved. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like I don't owe them anything. I already paid them what I owe them. What are they going to do? Come get my glasses back? Yeah, come try that shit. It don't matter what you deal with or wherever you go. It's like everywhere is the same thing. Nobody does their job anymore. And if the people are doing their job, they're doing such a piss poor job at it that it's like Christ. I could do better than half these people doing their jobs. And I don't know a damn thing about what they're doing. Well, shit. I think I'm hungry. Give me something to eat. I don't want. I'm done eating candy. I want to eat something in my stomach, something substantial. So give me some skegs. Dude, I got a steak, man. I can eat steak and eggs. But I'll just do breakfast for supper tonight. It's easy to clean up afterwards. And one, two, you're all done. But all the people that stopped by today and subbed to my channel, I appreciate it. Like I said, I might be tossing around the idea of changing the name of my channel to more of a camping related, you know, because like it kind of throws people off. Because see, Juggalo for Life, it has nothing to do with camping. But I always say, hey, welcome to camping with Keith. So it kind of throws a mixed message. But I'm thinking, like I say, I was thinking about maybe making a video, and if I got a certain amount of likes or comments or something, if I put forth a goal to see people that like they're that interested in my content, then maybe I would change the name and maybe have like a little raffle on whatever name we got to go with. Pick names and I'll put them in like a fishbowl, and then at the end of a month long period or 2 month long period, we'll see, where we're at. But like I said, I was just been tossing around the idea, thinking about it, but Maybe I'll make a video here in the near future and we'll go over the idea and we'll see how many people are interested in my content. And I guess we'll go from there. But until my next live or my next video, I want everybody to stay safe, to stay blessed, and stay warm because it is cold as a mug. Beep, 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 beep. Peace out, everybody. Love, peace, chicken grease. Yeah. Bye bye.